Hello, this is BVI Channel 1. I am Associate Peters. Today on Matters Horizon, I have with me a very important person, the son of the late Biafran leader, talking about General Philip Effiong. I have his son here with me to discuss issues that regards to our people and the aspiration of the people of the East. When I mean the East, I mean the old Eastern region. Sir, it's a pleasure having you on my some of your background about your people. Your father is a symbolic figure in the Biafran experiment on the Biafran nation between 1967 to 1970. We want to get the opinion of your people, or your opinion with regards to the then Biafra of the old Eastern region and the people now in contemporary Nigeria.
Okay, the Biafran issue, I think, is generally a misunderstood issue today. The things that brought about Biafra at the time are different from the circumstances of today. So you find the groups that are there agitating for Biafra, most of them are agitating on a fresh premise. So it's not the same story. But the agitations of today are as a result of perceived marginalization of certain, will I call them nations? I don't know, people call them tribes, but I believe they are nations. Perceived marginalizations of these nations. That is what is causing the agitation for Biafra today. Some are doing it right and some are doing it wrong.
The people of the old Eastern region in the contemporary Nigeria today see themselves as totally different people. Talking about the political division of Nigeria, the old Eastern region then, which made up of the Biafra territory, then the South as of today, which claim that they are not part of they are not one and the same with the Igbos, their brothers or their neighbors or whatever they call themselves. Now, from your own perspective, do the Akwa Ibans, the Cross Riverians, and the other ethnic nationalities that shares historical antecedent with the Igbo people, do they see themselves as one people, despite this demarcation?
That's the point I was trying to make at the beginning. The circumstances that brought about Biafra then were different from the circumstances of today. But what happens is, even as at now in Akwa Ibom State, there are groups agitating for Biafra and ready to join up with their Igbo counterparts to form Biafra. Biafra shouldn't be looked upon as a geographical region, so to say. It is more a people coming together because of certain feelings of marginalization and other things. That is it. So the groups forming in Akwa Ibom State look at themselves as suffering the same things that Igbo are suffering. That's why they can identify. But of course, as with everything, you find that where some want Biafra and to identify with the Igbos, there are others who do not. That is the situation today.
But your father's legacy, he was actually the one that made the handover. At a point, he became the Biafran leader after Ojukwu left. Now, he was the one that made the handover note, and probably the Holy Surrender note and the rest of them. But there was an agreement as to how the Biafrans will be reintegrated back into the mainstream of Nigeria. From your perception, how far will you say that Nigeria have tried to integrate the Biafrans into the Nigerian mainstream?
Well, after the surrender, my father did not stop there. He went on he had a lot of dialogue with Gowon and everything, suggestions and so on, which of course never saw the light of day, even though at the time Gowon did agree to many of his suggestions. He did not just surrender and leave it there. There was some continuity after that. Now, the truth of the matter is that the same premise upon which Biafra emerged, that premise is still in existence today. You see, the Igbos, for example, they were blamed for a coup which was not their own. And up till today, you still find people saying, oh, they brought it upon themselves and so on. And everybody is ready to let them suffer deprivations because of this. The agreements reached with my father and Gowan never came true. And another thing, there were what I would call under the carpet activities which served to undermine the Igbos. Like, you consider the indigenization decree. At the time the indigenization decree was enacted, this was a time when the East as a whole was reconstructing after the war. Do you understand? So what happened is, people did not have money to buy shares into the companies that were nationalized. And this brought about a situation where one group cornered the whole economy. Now, this was a strategic and deliberate act to undermine the East economically. Things like that have continued to happen. They are still happening today.
That or are you saying that that agitation is justifiable?
How you agitate and what you are looking for. It can be justifiable.
In your opinion, the quest for self-determination and referendum, how do you look at it?
Self-determination is a right of everybody anywhere in the world. It is a right that is recognized. Anybody can agitate for self-determination.
Okay, considering one of your people, the Akwa Ibans and the Cross Riverians and others, do you think that if a referendum is up, that the people of the Niger Delta, the South, as you say, share the same feelings of marginalization with the Igbos? Do you think that they will go with the Igbos in the referendum quest?
If they can identify, as I told you, some groups exist already that identify with Igbos. But the first identification is what the problem is. If you see that your problem is the same with another man, you join him. There are some groups in Akwa Ibom now that see that their problems are the same as those as the Igbos, and they are ready to join them.
Finally, what's your connection with the Alibo Development Foundation?
That is a long story, but I think I'll cut it short. I look at myself as partly Igbo. I have been so. The Igbos have identified with me. Why would I not identify with them? Now, I'll say it very, very clearly. When my late father was buried, the burial was done, carried, and seen through by the Igbos. They look at me as their son. Why would I not look at them as my parents? That's why I'm here.
Watching this far, this is the BVI Channel, One Matters Horizon. We hope you've got all the information. Continue watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to be getting more uploads on topical issues that affects our people. Visit our website www.bvichannel1.com. From the link below, you see the links to our app, mobile app. Get them, and you have all the information at the tip of your finger. Till I come your way next time, I still remain Asu Chinedu Peter saying, stay blessed and above all, stay safe. Goodbye.
Chairman, His Excellency Commodore Bitu Kiwe, Royal Fathers of the Day, all protocols observed. I feel humbled that I've been invited to this occasion and also asked to deliver a goodwill message. I will do what I can in the way I can. It is not that I do not feel a part of you, but rather I feel too much a part of Igbo. There has been a special connection I have had with Igbo from my youth, over, say, about 52 years now. You all know that connection. What I have to say is this: I have followed the activities of Igbo Development Foundation from its inception. And I have followed the work they have done, but also know that there is a lot more they have to do. Igbo have been the only large group of people, or indeed nation of people in Nigeria, who have collectively been wrongly accused and vindictive action taken against them based on that wrong accusation. And they showed no belligerence even when the vindictive action was shown against them, was taken out against them. All they did was defend themselves and defend others who fell in the wake of this vindictive action. Like my own people, they were defended largely by the Igbo army. Now, the false accusations I'm talking about refers to the January 1966 coup and the aftermath. Today we have Nigerians who bear arms, and what are their reasons? We do not support education. Others have reasons pertaining to oil, the so-called national cake. They bear arms. There was never a time the Igbo bore arms for anything except to defend themselves. But these people bear arms, and the leaders of today negotiate with them and make belligerence and insurgency a profitable venture. Now, where is the place of Igbo in the socio-political schema of Nigeria today? What has kept Igbo going is their own attitude towards negativity and their astute skills when it comes to commerce. But is this enough? This is not enough. It is with these thoughts in mind that I hail the initiative of the ADF, and in commending its efforts to bring in Igbo once again to the mainstream, I assure that many of us outside the Igbo enclave understand and stand with you. There is, at this point, nothing more to say than more grace, and God's directives and blessings as you forge ahead. Thank you.